Well, hello. How's everybody doing? Steve Wicks here. Just doing a little networking session. It is roughly it's 12 after noon Eastern Standard Time. And what we wanted to do was just go live every Wednesday around noon and do a little virtual business networking. Please feel free to either leave a comment or feel free to join us via Zoom so that we can have a conversation. You can chat up your business, or you can just talk about what's current in the news, whatever you want to do. Just use social media as an opportunity to let your personality get out there and to meet new people. And to, that's one of the things that we do is we analyze, know, like, and trust. And so one of the ways for people to know, like, and trust you is to show up in an authentic way on social media. And so that's why we're here. Please feel free to leave a comment. Let us know you're watching. We'll probably do this for about 30 minutes. And again, it's just something that we wanted to do, just a way for us to get to know one another. We always see these posts and, with so much AI and artificial things that are out there, it's good to know that, oh, this is a real person. Oh, this person has this particular quirk about their personality, or this person likes this sports team, whatever. A way to make a human connection. And so that's what we're doing here today. So please feel free. Don't be shy. Leave a comment or join us on the Zoom link that's in the description. And other than that, I'm just going to get some work done here, and I'm going to turn up the volume and we'll listen to some music. And if somebody wishes to join, feel free to do so. Let me leave a comment here. All right. Excuse me. All right. I'm going to use a little bit of this time to talk about Ecamm, the software. I did leave the link in the description here, but Ecamm is an amazing piece of software. If you're interested in going live and you have a Mac, you can definitely use, I recommend using Ecamm because of the versatility of the software and the things that you can do with it is pretty amazing. It's like having professional level of software at your disposal to go live. You can use your cell phone to go live. You can use your DSLR camera. You can use a webcam. Whatever camera device you have, you can use it with Ecamm as long as you have a Mac, and it's very powerful. So I'll just show you just a couple of features while we're here before I get off. And I put the link for my affiliate link there in case you're interested in trying it out. It's a free trial. But man, this thing is so amazing. I talk about this from time to time. Some of you may know. But let me show you some of the things you can do with this thing. So, as you can see here, I have on the screen my name. And you can move your name around. You can change the font. You can change the background. You can change the size of it. You are not bound. Turn this music all the way down. You're not bound by any template. You can kind of create your own look here. For example, if I wanted to have like a background, I could just go and let me go ahead and change my source to blank. So now there's a blank slate here. You can probably hear me, but you can't see me. I can then just drop in a camera overlay here. Okay. I can resize that camera overlay. I can make it a circle as you see here. I can change the different way that this camera shows up. We can do like the wide shot here. You can see that. I can also change it to the square to where some more square shape, as you can see here. Move it over there. It can do different things. Also, there is this thing called squircle. It's like as you can see, it's a square and a circle put together. They call it a squircle. And within this frame here, there are things that you can do also. As you can see, I'm gonna go to my camera effects, and you can just do all sorts of things. I can make my camera larger like this, and then I can move it around within that frame. You can see I'm just kind of moving around within that frame. Okay. And you can go make it smaller, larger, move it around, just so that it fits perfectly inside of the frame. Another thing that you can do is, let me see, tall. So let's say if you want to make that tall, and you can also stream in vertical as well. Like if you wanted this to show up on the social media platform, like it's on a mobile device, it can do that as well. So I'm just going to put it back to where it was in terms of being the classic size here, widescreen, and I have rounded edges. As you can see, my edges are rounded there. Now you can drop something, a photo, in the background there. Let's see, I'm going to add an overlay. I'm going to find a photo. See, I'm just looking for one on my computer. Let's see what I want to use. Yeah, I'll just use like this one here. Now I've added this photo, but it is on top of the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and let me show you. Let's see here. Where you at? Where you at? Lab demo. Okay, so you should be able to see like all the stuff on my computer. So what I'm going to do is show you how you can order the overlays. The overlays are right here. And so I'm going to get my camera and I'm going to put it on top. And so now it's on top of that background. So you should see like that gradient blue in the background there. Okay. And so you can just put, let's say you wanted to put a border on this camera. I can now put a border on the camera. You know, there's so many things you can do just to change the way it looks. I can also then change the color of the border by choosing one of the colors in the color picker, or I can get this here and I can just turn that border into whatever color I want to turn it into. Very, very versatile. Let's say if I just wanted to make it like that color, or any color that you want to. It's very versatile. Now, another thing you can do with that border is you can make that border a gradient, so that a portion of the border is one color, and then the other portion of the is, let's choose white so you can clearly see. So you can see the border up top is white, and at the bottom is just this other kind of darker burnt orange or type of color. So you can play around with it just to really get the design the way that you want to get it, so that it fits your brand. And let's say for this, if I were to do this, I would probably not have white up there. Maybe, let's say, I don't really like that, but you get you get the point. You can really, maybe I would change the other color here on the bottom to probably black or something. Yeah, that to me looks a little cleaner, a little better. But yeah, if you don't like that background, you can just get rid of it and choose another background, right? Let's see. I'm gonna try to find another image. Let me take it off this right now. I'm gonna take it off of live demo mode, and then I'm going to find another appropriate background here. All right, just looking for another image. Let's see. And these are all images that just have already downloaded into my computer. But another cool thing is that you can just go to the internet, grab a picture, and pull it over into the program. That's a really cool feature. And so you can use any kind of background that you want as you design your scenes. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to find a cool background here. It's taking me a minute. Yeah, and feel free to just say hi if you're catching this, or if you catch it on a replay. Say hi. Let's see. I'm sorry. So sorry, guys. I'm taking so long to find something appropriate. I probably need to switch my where I'm searching so I can find something. This is as you can see, this demo is definitely unplanned because I would have had all of the photos and everything ready to go. But I just decided to do this just while we're live here today. Just kind of show you a little something about. Let's just use this one. All right, I'll just throw this on here. Okay, so you see that now. That is one of the images that I've used for my business. So I'm going to throw my camera on top of that, and so as you can see, that totally changes the look. And then I would change the color of the border to probably something cool. Let's see. Maybe I would grab that color here, and then maybe make it a little border width. Now, another cool thing you can do with the software is you can put another layer overlay of just, okay, like this is a blur, right? So if you want to blur that background right now, it's sitting on top of the camera, but I can pull that blurred rectangle underneath the camera, and now it just blurs out that background image. And so the background image is there. It's just blurred out a little bit. And you can adjust the blur. As you can see, I can make it really blurry, and that gives it a different look. Or you can take away the blur. Really blurry, Take away the blur. I kind of like this. Just kind of gives it a nice aesthetic there. And I would probably make the border a little smaller. All right. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And then another thing you can do with the Ecamm is, like I said, you could add your logo and put your logo anywhere you wanted to. Let's see if I can find something to use. Okay, so here's a logo I used for the Friday night live streams that I do. And I'll just add this. See, look at there. It's really coming together, right? So it's looking more like a professional show, professional live stream here. And you can kind of see how you can put together something that looks pretty cool, right? Now, another thing you can do is you can animate these overlays. So if I wanted to animate, let's say this logo, and say that every time I pull up that logo, I want it to spin in. Okay, so then I can go and let me just show you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to find that logo and I'm going to get rid of it, but then it's spun out. So I want it to come back. You click it and it spins back in, spin out, spin back in. Let's say if I didn't want it to spin, I wanted it to just say fly in, which is a different effect. Okay, so now instead of spinning in, it'll just fly in. And you can choose if it flies in from the left or from the right. It's totally up to you. Like I could change it and have it fly in from the right. Now it goes out and then flies back in there. And the same thing for the camera. You can have that fly in as well. I'll put that on auto. And so now your camera flies in. Okay. And so when you change a scene, you can go from, let's just do that. Let's go here and I'm going to duplicate the scene. Okay. And I'll say copy of Steve. That's fine. Okay. There. And then here. Now on this one, let's say I wanted this one to be just me without all of the background overlay. So I'll get rid of all the overlays. Okay. Get rid of the rectangle, get rid of that. All right. So then I'll just choose my image here. Right. So now I can go back from that scene, right? I'm switching. And then I'll just switch to this scene with it out. And that's just how powerful the software is. You can just create all of these different scenes and go back and forth, and you'll have a totally different look, right? Just create these scenes. And, the transition between scenes, like that one is here, then I could transition, I could make the output to be, let's see, transition. I have it on swipe, right? So I could put it on live motion. Now, this is a pretty cool effect because what's going to happen now is when I go to this scene, it just smoothly moves into it. And if I go to options, transition, live motion. So now when I go back to that other scene, there, it's just a kind of ease. It eases out and eases in. And that could be a pretty cool effect too, right? So let me get rid of the live demo so that you can see what it looks like in And there, see that? And you can add your name if you want it, the lower third, as they say. Let's see, and I'll show you what I'm doing here with that. So here I'm just gonna do a lower third, and the background. Let's make the background color something that is a part of the image. Let's say that color. Yeah, that looks cool. And add it. And there. So as you can see, you're putting together a show. And that color, I don't like that color. I'm going to change that color of that background. Well, let's make it something like this here. And you can put a border on that background, right? Let's see, border color, and let's say the color of that border could be the same as the other border here. Boom. And then you can round the radius of that there. So you wind up having something that looks like this, right? And it's totally up to your creativity of what you want to do. Again, like I said, you could put it in the center if you want. You can move it around. You could put it, over here, or over there. It's just totally up to you in terms of where you want to put these items, because you're in total control with Ecamm. Just create the live stream, a video podcast of your choice, and it integrates with Zoom. So you could have a guest. I'll go back to this other scene here. So you could have a guest, and your guest could be on Zoom, and you send them a link and you bring them in, and you could do it that way. So let me show you what that might look like. So maybe you would have two people on the screen. Let's go back to this other scene here. So let's say that's one camera. You're over here. And let me show you what I'm doing also. All right, so here I'm going to put, instead of wide, I'm going to put custom. Okay, so that allows me to just kind of switch up the shape of this camera. So this is one camera here. Let's say you're the guest. And then, you're the host. And then you have I just create another camera here. And this could be your guest. And even though you're seeing two versions of me, this over here, this camera would be your guest. So I'm going to change that so I don't want to confuse you. Here, so you'd be guest one, right? So that'd be like your guest. Okay. And then for the lower third, you can just click your option key and then drag it over to create the same style. And then change that to the name of your guest, whatever that guest name is. So you can see how you're just creating show graphics for your own show using Ecamm. It's totally customizable. Like I said, you can just get things, move them around. You can put it in the center. You can put it up here. Totally up to you how you design this thing. But it's just got so much flexibility. And really, it can be something to where you show up authentically in your brand with your colors, with your logo, and just have something that looks really, really good. All right. Take it off a live demo. So yeah, so this is just why I recommend Ecamm. The link is in the description. Feel free to check it out. There's a free trial, and it can do so much more than this. Really, you can see how you can change the size of the camera here. I can go into camera effects. Let's say if I could click that, mirror it, and do that. You can, let's say if you just wanted the camera to be black and white, you can, of course, change it to be black and white. You can change it to be the sepia color. You can blur it out if you want. You see I'm blurred, right? Totally. And lots and lots and lots of camera effects. And you can work it with green screen. Um, there's just, there's a whole lot. There's a whole lot you can do. You can adjust the brightness. Let's say if you wanted to brighten up the image, darken the image, as you can see there. And I'll show you what I'm doing on live demo. So what I'm doing is over here in the camera effects here in this box there, as you can see, what I'm doing here is changing all of these settings. So you can change the temperature, make it cooler, make it warmer. The tint, the gamma, you can turn up the gamma. So it's making it look a little darker, a little lighter. Just to dial in the perfect image that makes your camera look at the best that it can look. This is the things that you could do here. All right, you can rotate it. You see it just kind of rotate. So it's total creativity you have. Anything you can kind of dream up, you can do with the software. And it's really pro level stuff. You can set the scenes to where they automatically switch so that if you're a one person show, your camera angles, because you can connect different cameras to it. And see if let me go back off of live demo. And for example, let my camera up here. It's connected. Anyway, I would have to connect. I've got an overhead camera up here, and I want to just kind of show you how you can switch between different cameras. Make your show more engaging, more entertaining. So if you had something you were trying to demo, let's say you could get the overhead shot, and then, of course, you could just simply switch back and forth between cameras. And that would be very, very useful. So it's called Ecamm Live if you're just joining us. And I just took this opportunity to just kind of share with you. I'm going to start just sharing. If nobody wants to come on and do the virtual networking, I'll just start sharing some of the tools that I use that makes it very easy to go live into different tools out there. There are AI tools that are now out that helps a business grow very fast. And I'm not sure if you all are playing around with AI tools, but there are a lot of AI tools that are very beneficial and helping people grow their businesses in real time, like right now. Like we're already here where the AI tools that exist, let's say ChatGPT, some of the other larger ones, Gemini, they have as much knowledge as a PhD. And so if you're not using AI right now, you're going to be left behind because people are using this thing. I mean, they're taking off with it. Nobody's turning back. They're just using it. And, it's like having a PhD level assistant or a PhD level consultant giving you some advice on what to do with your business. So definitely think about using it. This is bothering me. I'm going to put a border around the background here on this name. It's just bothering me. But I don't like that color, of course. So I'm going to use something like that. And I'm going to make it a little smaller. There. Corner radius. Yeah, that makes me feel better. So there you go. So those are some of the things. Again, this is using the Ecamm software. Just amazing piece of software to let you go live and just have confidence. You can, of course, share screen. If I wanted to do that, I would just come over here, let's say, and let you see what that's like. And there are a couple of ways you can share a screen, right? But this is probably the easiest way. Is just as you can see here, this in the Ecamm main window here, I can go to my camera then I click the button here and go to share screen. And so from here, you can just go to any website you want to go to. Let's just go to my main website here so you can see how easy it is to share. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So you can see how easy it is to just share and browse any website if you want to share information, right? Very, very easy to do so. And this is Ecamm Live. I'll go back to me. So again, software that is amazing. They have an amazing community of people that will help you if you run into any problems, any issues. The Ecamm staff is great, but then also in addition to that, they have amazing users. They have a great community of users that really treat each other like family. And I think that I would recommend it if you are trying to go live and show up and show your talents out there on those internet streets, then you definitely should be using Ecamm Live. And like I said, the affiliate link is, I can't talk today. The affiliate link is in the description. Check it out. You get a free trial. And again, it's Ecamm. So, all right. I think I've got an actual commercial too of Ecamm that I'm going to show that, and then I'll probably end the broadcast. So let me do something real quick. I'm going to see if I have that Ecamm video to show. Yep, I think I've got one here. All right, so I'm going to share that that promo. So it talks about Ecamm. I think you'll benefit from taking the. You'll benefit definitely from making sure you just try it out. So, and I'm hesitating my voice. I'm just trying to, I'm trying to do something here. So I'm going to go publish this, and there we go. All right, so that was that was a cool little promo they did when they came out with the version 4 that I still had here on the computer. But as you can see, it is an amazing piece of software, and we were just going live. We're going to be going live every Wednesday around this time, just giving you an opportunity to come on, talk about your business, talk about anything you want to talk about. And if nobody shows up, then I'll just show you a piece of software or a piece of equipment that I use that can help you in your business. All right. So I'm Steve Wicks. Take care, guys. I will see you later, and have a great week.